Alright, my name is Adam Davis and this is my defensive instruction. I did an interactive lesson on Thursday, which went pretty well. The objective was for students to be able to calculate and describe plate movement by completing a worksheet. So what I did was I had them go into 3 different stations, which each station would have one group of 4 at it, and there were 3 different types of stations. The first one was definitely the best because it got kids to apply their knowledge. So what they did was they read a little snippet that basically said that plates move at 1.25 centimeters a year, and so I had them calculate out for how long North American plate has moved in 10 years and for 1,000 years, and then as well as for how long they've been alive and for how long the Sumerians have been around, which is what they were working on in history. And that got them pretty excited, and that they definitely saw whoa, plates hardly move at all. In all the time I've been alive, it's moved half a foot. And so that really helped them. Then they went on to the next station, which was probably didn't really fit the objective, but they had to learn it, so that shouldn't have I've had that station for them. I was basically figuring out the difference between oceanic crust and continental crust, where I had them read some information and then make a Venn diagram and definitions for both of those types of plates. So they kind of didn't get too far on the Venn diagram because they got stuck on their definitions, and it really didn't help talk about plate movement very well. So that one wasn't so great. But then on station 3, they read a little snippet about convection in the mantle, and then they had to draw a picture of that, and I think that one helped them kind of see where convection is going on and how that moves plates. However, none of those stations were really that hard for them to do, so I had bonus questions that they could move on to after they had completed those stations, such as probably the hardest bonus question was on that last station, where they had to think of why plates move in different directions. And for the most part, the kids didn't really think of that without me helping them through it. But some of them got to think that hey, maybe different temperature makes convection go in different directions. And so that was really cool when they got that part. Looking at the exit slips, it was definitely the first station was the most effective, because I think about 93% were able to describe plate movement either with a number, or that it moves as fast as your fingernail grows, or just that it moves very, very slowly. So they understood that part. I don't think they really understood. They had a hard trouble remembering the name continental crust, I think. And so, because the exit slip said about 64% of them had gotten that question right in all of my periods of being able to identify oceanic and continental lithosphere. Then, as far as the third station, which they knew about convection in the mantle, about 82% of them got that one right, which was good. But we had been talking about that pretty much every day for the last week, so it's starting to get ingrained in their heads anyways. I don't know if it was so much the effectiveness of that station. For next time, I would definitely have more interactive stations rather than them just reading information and kind of copying it down. But maybe so for that oceanic lithosphere thing, I could have just words describing them, and they could figure out for themselves what some differences are, rather than I say that the oceanic lithosphere is heavier and denser than the other one. I could show them numbers of density, and they could figure out for themselves, oh, this one has different density, it's heavier and denser. Yeah, so hopefully this works.